Hi folks, I'm Arkush for ChicagoSunTimes.com, and with the fantasy football season all but in the books, we now switch our focus to the 2014 National Football League playoffs. We've got one weekend of the regular season left to play, and not the usual mad dash for playoff spots that we see. We have a pretty good idea of who's in and who's not, with really two exceptions. What we're not sure is who are division champs and who are wild cards. So three key games to watch this weekend. First of all, in the Bears division in the NFC North, we know both the Packers and the Lions will be going to the playoffs. If the season had ended after week 16, it would be the Lions as the NFC North champ and the Packers as the wild card, but they will meet at Lambeau this Sunday, and the winner of that game wins the division, quite possibly gets a week off. We have to wait on the outcome of other games to know who the first two seeds are in the NFC, but we do know home field advantage. If the Detroit Lions cannot play better than they did in Chicago, specifically if Matt Stafford cannot play better than he did in Chicago, it looks like the Packers could be in pretty good shape. Everyone knows how tough they are at Lambeau. That's why it is so important for them to get that home field advantage for the playoffs. They found some rhythm in knocking off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last Sunday. The Packers defense did rebound very nicely after the loss in Buffalo. The offense still stretching a little bit. Aaron Rodgers may be nicked up, battling a calf injury, but at the end of the day, you got to like the Packers' chances at home to get some revenge against the Lions for the 24-7 beating Detroit gave them earlier in the season. Another division that is absolutely up for grabs, as a matter of fact, the only winner-take-all meeting this weekend. That'll be the Carolina Panthers going to visit the Atlanta Falcons. The winner wins the NFC South, albeit with a sub-500 record. The loser is home for the offseason. Now, with the Carolina Panthers, they've gotten better in recent weeks as they've gotten a little healthier at running back, particularly Jonathan Stewart. Cam Newton returned from the injury suffered in his automobile accident last week. Played well, wasn't great, but good enough in their last-minute escape against the Cleveland Browns. For the Atlanta Falcons, they got Julio Jones, their key player, back as they went to New Orleans and knocked off the Saints to set up this final Sunday showdown. Matt Ryan has been playing much better the second half of the season. The big problem for the Falcons, just not enough defense. Now, fortunately for them, the Panthers a little bit challenged on offense. Other than Jonathan Stewart, they've got the rookie wide receiver Kelvin Benjamin, Newton a threat to run or pass, but this is a little better test for the Falcons than what they might expect if they were playing a better offensive football team. The game in Atlanta, you have to assume home field advantage, got to help them. And here's what's really interesting. The winner of this game, not only a playoff spot, but they'll play at home the first week of the playoffs, even though they're sub-500. Finally, we have the Cincinnati Bengals visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams are in the playoffs, courtesy of the Bengals' big win over the Broncos this past Monday night, but the winner of this one gets the division title. Unlikely to get one of the first two seeds, probably will have to play the first weekend, but will get to play at home. The Pittsburgh Steelers doing a fantastic job on the ground with Le'Veon Bell. Big Ben Roethlisberger has had a very good year, but he's been nicked up a little bit. We're not sure that he's 100% healthy. And the Steelers' defense, which struggled quite a bit through most of the season, has gotten a little bit better each week the last 3 or 4 weeks. For the Cincinnati Bengals, just an absolute Jekyll and Hyde football team. We don't know who will show up. The team that showed up against the Broncos last Monday night might just go into Pittsburgh and steal this one and steal a division title, you know, quietly. As much as the Bengals have been up and down, they've actually won 5 of their last 6, and they are a hot football team right now. San Diego, Kansas City, Baltimore, and Houston also all still alive for the final wild card spot in the AFC. San Diego in charge right now. If they beat Kansas City, they will be in. If Kansas City wins, there's a whole chain of events that goes off to figure out which of those 4 gets the final wild card spot. Should be a great final weekend of action in the NFL, and we've got the playoffs for you week by week. The most in-depth previews available anywhere right here at ChicagoSunTimes.com.